Hello dear and welcome to my channel. My name is Eberechi Igwe and I'm the creative director of Eric's Academy of Fashion, and we recently started out our ready to wear factory, and I've really been able to learn a lot both from our clients that we mass produce for and from clients that we sell to directly. So on this video today, I'm going to be showing you the rudiments of starting a very successful ready-to-wear brand. So if you want to learn how to make profit from your ready-to-wear brand, how to start it out, and what to do and what not to do, keep watching. Okay, so first off, for you to start out your ready-to-wear brand, you have to ask yourself these questions. Who am I producing for? This is what it means choosing your niche. Who are you producing for? Are you producing for students? Are you producing for mothers? Are you producing for bankers? Are you producing for working class people? Are you producing for core members? Who are you producing for? So the question of who you're producing for is going to inform your decision on your designs, what kind of designs you're going to create. Like the kind of very colorful, overly dramatic designs students might wear will be totally different from what a banker would wear. So you're targeting a banker and you're producing something way too colorful, the kind of easygoing, easy breezy kind of wears that students wear. You just know it's not going to sell, it's not going to work. You have to choose what they're going to wear. Let's say you're producing for a nursing mother. When you're making clothes for nursing mothers, for example, you might want something that guarantees them easy access to the boobs and all that. You might not want to make something so tight. Like you're making clothes for a nursing mother, you don't go about making gowns like fitted gowns all through, there's no zipper in front, and then by the time the woman wants to breastfeed her child, she eventually goes naked, trying to take off the dress and bring out her boobs and everything. It doesn't make sense. So when you understand who you're producing for, you would find it a whole lot easier to be able to create those kind of designs and be able to satisfy your clients. That's one part. Yes, you've chosen your niche, you've decided who you're producing for, and then you're going to produce adequate designs to satisfy your target audience. So now when you create those designs, you don't just mass produce them. You can produce them in small quantities. Maybe you can make one or two, then you can get models that fit the physique and the appearance of your ideal clients. When you get those kind of models, you take them to a studio. You can take them to a studio, or you can have an outdoor shoot with a photographer, just any kind of shoot at all that projects a clean and clear image of the outfit, front side, back side, side view and all that. You have a very clean picture of it, and then you post it on your professional page, your main page. Maybe it might not be your personal timeline. If you have a timeline on Facebook and you have a lot of people following you, it's fine, you can actually still post it there. But if you don't have those kind of people following you, or you don't have a lot of people, you can just create a page. You definitely need a page, really. So you can create a page, post the outfits on the page, and then promote it. See, he that sows sparingly shall in like manner reap sparingly. If you are not paying to run ads, my dear, you are losing. Don't tell me, 500 naira a day is too much, 1000 naira a day is too much, $1 a day is too much, $2. You're looking to get money from clients. You need to pay so that the clients will find you. Let the clients discover you. So you have to pay. You run ads, targeting those kind of people you want to buy your outfits. If you want students to buy your outfits, you target those students. I'm not even going to go into details about running ads right now. There are a lot of free videos on YouTube. There are lots of paid courses where you're going to learn how to run your ads properly, targeting properly the kind of people you want to buy your outfits. You target them. So by the time you target them, you start getting messages. You might run the ad to your WhatsApp, you might run it to Messenger. Anyhow you want to get your message, just go ahead. I'm not going to go into details of running the ads really. So you run the ads and then you get their response. You understand what they want. Okay, let's say there was this time we produced a certain design. I was thinking the ladies were going to go more for that design, and I was shocked. It was the men that went more for the design, and it was more of plus sizes and all that. Even the few ladies that kept ordering, we produce more for plus sizes. Meanwhile, in my mind I was thinking, okay, my target audience would majorly be size 12, size 10, and all that, those kind of slim people. But then none of them actually really did order. So by the time people ordered and said, I want size 16, I want size 18, I want size 20, I now understood that if I'm to target, if I'm to produce, I have to mass produce those sizes that are always in constant demand. So how do you get to know these things if you don't run ads? So I also found out that more men were ordering for that particular design. It's unisex anyway, so we targeted men and female at first. Then when we realized that 99% of people ordering were men, we just had to change our ads to target men. So by the time you find out that the most people ordering your outfits are students and let's say core members, you're going to change your ads. You now change your ads. Sometimes those people will not tell you I'm a student. Those are things that your customers will not tell you, but they will tell you this is my size. That's customer info, customer data. So you record the predominant sizes asking for the particular outfit. Then your Facebook Insights tool is going to tell you what they do. It's going to give you the customer profile, and then you retarget. You run another ad altogether, you retarget those people, you produce. Your production game is going to be totally different and all of that. So by the time you produce and then you target those people, you start selling. These are the basics of ready-to-wear brand. So we recently started out our factory where we help ready-to-wear brands, ready-to-wear designers and brands, of course, to produce their outfits, brand for them, and then they just market. There are lots of people that don't want to go through the stress of doing the sewing, handling tailors wala and the rest of them. So we take the stress totally off them. The design is totally theirs, the label is totally theirs. We just produce and then they market. So we've had a lot of encounters with those kind of designers, and I've come to see that there's a common mistake among a lot of people that might not be experienced. Now, Aba is a commercial city where fabrics are sold at very affordable rates, and you want to run a ready-to-wear brand. Someone comes and tells you, see, the first thing you're going to do, you want to run a ready-to-wear brand, is go and buy materials. They are very, very, very cheap. You run to Aba because you have an auntie that stays at Aba. You go there and stay overnight, and then you buy your fabric. They are cheap. You see very fine fabric, you go ahead, you buy them, then you now bring it to Eric's factory for us to produce for you. And by the time you bring it, you're like, I don't really have an idea of the sizes I want. No, you need to have an idea of the sizes you want, because it shows that you have done your research very well. How do you do your research? Facebook. You have to pay Facebook. It is when the customers keep ordering, you produce a design, and people are telling you, I want size 16, I want size 18. You will now know that when you bring it to a clothing factory to mass produce for you, that you're producing size 16, you're producing size 14, you're producing size 12, or whatever size it is you want to produce. But when you do not know, it can be a problem, because you can just go ahead and mass produce size 18, size 16, size 20, and then people are ordering for size 8, size 10 and size 12. So what are you going to do? You're going to lose your inventory and the rest of them. You don't need to do that. Okay, so back to my story. So someone just goes to a bar, buys all these fabrics, come to meet you. I don't really have an idea of the clothes that I want to produce. Maybe I should just go ahead and do size 18 and size 16. At that point, they produce. So produce the sizes for you, and sometimes we'll produce the sizes, and by the time we produce, a lot of people come back with a lot of frustration, and we don't need you having those kind of frustrations. We need you to make money in your fashion business, in your ready-to-wear brand. You need to find out what you need. You need to really find out what your customers want, how they want it, and give it to them. By the time you solve their fashion problem, you're going to be able to make a lot of sales. So I think I'm going to stop here for the video today, and in case you have any other questions about pressing areas pressing you want me to make a video on, just drop it in the comment section below. And I have a book on how to run a successful fashion business. I'm going to add the link in the video, in the description box in the video. And in that book, I covered the rudiments of setting up your fashion business all together. Different niches in fashion business, how to